I'm going to go back a little bit because it ties into the story she just told. And so I go into test pilot school, and we, as a class, have to go to a conference. And at this conference, the keynote speaker is Pam Melroy. And Pam Melroy, who is, I believe, the second female shuttle commander, stands up and tells that story. She tells the story about the cufflinks. They use the cufflinks. And she tells that story. And that's the day I decided, all right, I'm throwing an application in. So I also think it's neat how our stories do link together, like you just said. And I think that that's beautiful, this legacy here that continues to grow and evolve.
I found myself immediately thrown into a leadership situation for which I was unbelievably well prepared, but I didn't know it, because my idea of what I was going to have to do as a leader, as the leader of NASA, the leader of human space flight, the leader of science, the leader of space stuff for the whole world. If you've ever heard of, there is something called the imposter syndrome. It's a feeling that people get, I get all the time, that you don't belong where you are. And it's really important for you to recognize that you're suffering from the imposter syndrome, because it is a syndrome. It's not real. You do belong where you are, but you have had people put doubts in your mind for so long. And I had grown up in the segregated South, where I was taught to believe that things like being the NASA administrator or like being the president of the United States were not things to which I should aspire. That's not what black people did. Where I thought I didn't belong, it turned out that not only did I belong, but I tended to, some people will say I excelled.
I mean, if you're really passionate about doing something, what you do, you end up finding out who does it really, really well. And because I had difficulty, because there were a lot of things I didn't know about art, but I had to think my way through it. A tragic story, the guy called me aside and asked me, don't bring any more of those things here. So now I had to be creative. Oh, really? So I went straight to the